and a special Monday Night Football Christmas game.
Usually be sitting home watching basketball or something on Christmas, but it's different, so it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
It is going to be fun. Football all day on Christmas Day. There's a morning game, an afternoon game, and an evening game. Evening game is right here on Apple Valley News Now. And that's a preview not most likely, but that could be a preview of the Super Bowl.
Oh.
The Niners against the Ravens.
Yeah.
So it's going to be awesome. And NFL football for Christmas Eve day. Oh.
I was thinking about this on Thanksgiving Day, watching the football players play their football games.
Yes.
And you think that, I thought at least, it's sad that they don't get to be home for Christmas in many of these cases, but obviously that's their own celebration, and
sure.
And they probably celebrate later on or earlier on.
And their families know that this is only really for most of the players in the NFL a 5-year window, if that. And they're going to be gone for a lot of holidays, but they're going to be also home for 4 months out of the year, totally. So anyways, a lot to look forward to. What can we look forward to with the weather this weekend? I have the answer in my first alert weather forecast. Is coming right up.
Plus, a flight heading from London to Seattle was waylaid by bad weather, but the Yakima Airport and police department sprang into action to make sure all passengers were taken care of. And if you're traveling out of the Yakima Airport for the holiday weekend, we have a few things to keep an eye out for before you take off. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Friday. It is 6 o'clock.
It is 6 o'clock.
Boom. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome to the holiday weekend for a lot of folks. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Jason. How are you doing today?
I am good. It is, it's always a fun time of year, and I'm very excited about it. It's also my last show here on Apple Valley News Now. I want people to know it's my choice, and just after 18 years, just kind of about time. We're going to get more into that in the 6:30 half hour, but I do want folks to know when they don't see me next week where I am. All right, quick look outside. Let's get you ready for your Friday. And we have a nice day ahead. We have a little bit of everything, but it could turn out to be very, very nice in our late afternoon hours. So right now we do have a dense fog advisory for the Blue Mountain region, 0% visibility in Pendleton. 10% visibility in Walla Walla, or 1 mile. Looking at some patchy fog in other areas. If you're going into the mountains, we do have a winter weather advisory there. 4 to 8 inches expected above 2,500 feet, so that includes the passes, and that's going to be today, but much drier conditions for your weekend. And we could even see a little bit of sunshine in our afternoon. We might see just enough wind as rain comes through most of our areas to push out the lovely fog. And in Yakima, again, maybe a little spritz in your late morning, early afternoon. Better chance late morning, early afternoon for the Tri-Cities, and then it's going to kind of sit on the blues. Could even see it into your early evening hours. But tomorrow we expect to see some sunshine. So sunshine tomorrow, rain later on, snow in the mountains, more fog. Let me get you ready for your Friday and your weekend ahead in my first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Kennewick police detectives are searching for a suspect believed to have been responsible for the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Juan Belloso. Around 8:30 last night, KPD officers responded to reports of shots fired at the 200 block of South Vancouver Street. When officers arrived at the scene, Belloso was found in his driveway suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. He was transported to Catholic Regional Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. Police believe the suspect knew Belloso and it was not a random act. And if anyone has any information about this incident, please call the non-emergency number at 509-628-0333. 166 passengers and 13 crew members took an unexpected turn Wednesday night after a Delta flight from London to Seattle ended up in Yakima due to bad weather. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the situation turned into a bit of a logistical nightmare.
The problem here wasn't the unexpected plane arrival. Yakima Airport is actually the primary diversion site for SeaTac. So far this year, they've already had 5 planes that have been diverted to the Yakima Airport, including this one. I spoke to Yakima Airport Director Robert Hodgman, who says this is the first time, though, that they've had to deal with an international flight.
We were notified only a few minutes before the aircraft actually landed, and so both YPD and the airport personnel scrambled and got out to the airport as quickly as we could.
Because the flight crew was getting close to the maximum hours they're allowed to work and the plane was running low on fuel, passengers were stuck on the plane until U.S. Customs and Border Control agents could drive over the pass from Seattle to come process them so they could get off the plane and into the terminal.
We discussed with them, have these people eaten? Do they need some food or something? Came to the conclusion that we should get them some food, and we ordered up 40 pizzas and had them delivered, and they were very appreciative.
Meanwhile, the airport juggling a plane stuck on the tarmac, Delta's reinforcements coming in on another aircraft, and its regular Alaska Airlines flight coming in from Seattle.
So those poor London passengers that had endured that long flight and then probably close to 3 hours sitting on our apron here, and then probably another 45 minutes to an hour hanging out in the terminal.
Unfortunately, their misery wasn't quick relief after getting on their other plane. I know they sat on the tarmac waiting to fly out for a good 2 hours as well.
But the passengers took it all in stride.
They were amazingly congenial and friendly and just thankful that we had come out and were supporting them.
I even heard one of the passengers joke with me that this is probably the first ever nonstop London to Yakima flight ever. And I would have to agree with that.
Thanks to the team effort, all of those passengers were able to get to their intended destination safely, even if it did take them about an 8-hour detour to a city that a lot of them probably didn't know the name of before they landed. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And for those planning to fly out of the Yakima Airport this weekend, they're expecting more travelers over the next 3 weeks, so make sure to get there early. Since it's a smaller airport, ticket agents pull double duty as gate agents, and check-in closes 45 minutes before takeoff, whether it's done on your phone or in person. The airport's seen a recent uptick in travel after they brought back the second Alaska Airlines flight to Seattle last month. According to Airport Director Robert Hodgman, he's hoping numbers will increase even more with their plans for significant airport improvements. The airport was just awarded a $1.2 million FAA grant for the design.
And then $5 million for construction of Phase 1A of our terminal modernization expansion, which is really going to be a new roof and HVAC and gas pipe and all the stuff that nobody sees.
The airport is close to deciding on an architect for Phase 1B, which would add a second floor, and they've applied for another FAA grant worth $5 million for the designing Phase 2 and 3, which will build a new East Wing, bring back the airport restaurant, and expand the West Wing and baggage claim areas. Many people are shopping with their credit cards this time of year, and Kennewick and Richland police departments are warning people again of credit card skimmers being used on local gas pumps and ATMs. Skimmers can be difficult to identify, but there are a few things that you can check. Look for signs the card reader has been tampered with. If the card reader or number pad lift up or easily come apart when you pull on the top corners, it's likely been tampered with. A do not remove sticker on the card reader is a sign of a secure card reader. Avoid entering a PIN number and check your banking transactions frequently. If you discover fraud, call your bank immediately. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Goodness, folks, we've made it to Friday of holiday week. And hey, it's a longer day than it was yesterday, Riley. I'll get you ready in your first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, a new COVID variant is the fastest growing strain in the U.S., prompting warnings from the CDC.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance from Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs & Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest. Your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on Contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com and follow the instructions. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs & Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2024 Benton Franklin Fair. This package includes a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal, all for only $30. That's a savings of $15. Available now until Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the fair office in Pasco. Quantities are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
Deck the halls, and while you're at it, deck your entire house during the New Year's sale at More Furniture this holiday weekend. We're celebrating all weekend long with incredible values on furniture and mattresses in time for the new year. Your home deserves a fresh start for 2024, and we've got everything you need during the New Year's sale at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, a warning from the CDC about a new COVID-19 variant, which is currently the fastest growing strain of virus in the U.S. It's already dominant in the Northeast, where it is estimated to cause about a third of the new infections. Mandy Gaither has more about what you need to know about the JN1 strain and how to protect yourself and your family.
In a matter of weeks, it's expected to become the leading coronavirus variant around the world. JN1 has been dubbed a variant of interest by the World Health Organization because it's spreading quickly.
We kind of sense something different.
A variant of
Dr.
interest.
Joseph Cabaza is a pulmonary and critical care physician at Cleveland Clinic. He says the past couple of weeks he's seen more people being admitted into the ICU with lung issues related to COVID-19.
They have not led to as many ventilators or kind of nothing like the volume we saw early on, but it really, that has been the notable change.
The CDC estimates COVID-19 cases more than doubled in the U.S. between late November and mid-December, perhaps from holiday travel and waning immunity. JN1 only has one change to its spike protein compared with the variant it descended from, but that change seems to have been enough to make JN1 a fitter and faster virus.
If you have diabetes or obesity or heart failure, or especially if you're on medications that lower your immune system, you're in a higher risk category.
To protect yourself and those around you, Cabaza says to first know your risk, whether you're vulnerable to severe disease. Then, if you're having respiratory symptoms, test for COVID-19. If you're infected, antiviral medications can help if given early.
Minimizing your odds of being hospitalized or getting very sick.
I'm Mandy Gaither.
And of course, it's not too late to get vaccinated. The doctor says vaccination protects against severe illness, and to continue taking the usual precautions to help stop spread. That includes hand washing, staying home if you're sick, and masking if you have to go out. Coming up, the West Richland Chief of Police has received a major honor after completing a federal training program. We'll hear about that and his experience coming right up. And I'll return next with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your holiday weekend. Fog, rain, and snow is expected. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima. Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hatho Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hatho.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Hi, I'm Jim Hall with the Foundations at Kadlec. Thank you to the hundreds of generous donors who support nonprofit healthcare at Kadlec. I'm in my 30th year at Kadlec and have long known the amazing impact our caregivers have on patients. My awareness is even more personal now, as I am in the midst of receiving cancer care from Kadlec colleagues. I'm heartened by the incredible support I receive from these amazing people. Please consider a financial gift to the Foundations at Kadlec. Thank you for your support, and know that Kadlec caregivers are always here working to keep our community healthy and safe.
There's no place like Friends for the holidays.
Merry Christmas!
Celebrate the season with Friends.
It's a Christmas miracle!
Go to bed with Friends. It's a great way to end your day. Tonight at 11:05, Apple Valley News Now.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for the full list of our very merry MeTV holiday programming.
Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 and on Spectrum Channel 182.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We've made it to the weekend, our holiday weekend, at least for most of us. If not, just a great weekend is on the way. Hopefully it's a 3-day or even more weekend ahead. So Legend Skycam, we're seeing maybe first lights start to come in, and we are looking at some fog in places. Dense fog advisory for the Blue Mountain region. That is good till 10 a.m. today. Let's take a look at the damage, and we do have 0% visibility right now in the Pendleton area. 10% in Walla Walla. Other than that, looking pretty good fog-wise, unless you're heading into the Cascades or the Blue Mountains themselves. Do take extra care there. So we are looking at light winds yet again this morning, but this afternoon we could see winds finally pick up enough, maybe even 10 to 20 mile per hour winds to usher out all of this fog, and that will be good because we have sunshine in our afternoon and for your Saturday. We do have a winter weather advisory for the upper elevations of the Cascades above 2,500 feet, so this includes the passes. 4 to 8 inches of new snow between 10 today and 10 p.m. tonight. So just keep an eye on current conditions if you're heading over to the west side. And let's take a look at our radar. There's that shower activity starting to come into our area very, very slowly. And as we look at our Futurecast, we are going to be seeing shower activity coming in. Now, it might just miss Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish. If you do see it, it'll be 9 o'clock, 10 a.m. and move very quickly. And then it's going to come into the Tri-Cities and the Mid-Columbia around 10 a.m. And then it's going to just kind of sit on the Blue Mountain region. So expect pretty good shower activity late morning, early afternoon for the Blues. Then it's going to move on. It's going to settle down in the Cascades, and then we're look at this Saturday, just gorgeous. So we do hope that fog gets out of here, at least temporarily. We're not seeing much wind on the way, and you might even run into some mist if you don't see fog. I definitely did when I drove into work this morning. That isn't rain, it's just how saturated with water our air is. So temperatures right now, we are above or right at the freezing mark, so it's a little cooler than we have been seeing. Now our highs, we're going to remain above average today, then we'll return there in our next work week. We're going to take a little bit of a dip for our holiday weekend, including Christmas Eve day and Christmas Day itself. Speaking of which, Christmas Day 3 days away, New Year's 10 days away from 2024. Martin Luther King Day, 24 days away. All right, let's take a look at our highs today. Mid to lower 40s across the board. So we are a little warmer, and that's due to that fog lifting. So that will be very nice, getting a little bit warmer temperatures. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. And as we move into our weekend, again, all of our areas cooler on Sunday and Monday. Could see some scattered showers starting the day after Christmas. And again, some folks are saying a slight chance of maybe some rain-snow mix early on Christmas Day. I still don't see it, but hey, miracles do happen. Hopefully you get the white Christmas you've been hoping for. Tri-Cities area, mid-30s for Sunday and Monday as well. Overnight lows below the freezing mark until later on in next week, and Walla Walla the same. So for today, foggy in many of our areas, and especially the Blues this morning. Shower activity in our late morning, early afternoon for some of our areas. Snow in the mountains for today, but a nice Saturday, cooler though, is on the way.
One of our local law enforcement officials received a high honor this month. The West Richland Chief of Police Thomas Grego walked across the stage and graduated from the FBI National Academy. Now, this isn't the typical FBI Academy, and no, Chief Grego isn't an FBI agent.
It's not, I'm not becoming an agent, and then I have to explain that. But you know, everybody hears the FBI Academy, you think, oh my gosh, what, you're becoming an agent.
From September to December, West Richland Police Chief Thomas Grego was in Quantico, Virginia, taking part in the FBI National Academy.
It's a pretty prestigious school. It really is, in the big picture of things. I was honored to be selected, that's for sure.
The National Academy is a program for current law enforcement officials to take part in and learn skills, raise standards, knowledge, and increase cooperation around the country. From an excursion to New York to taking enough graduate-level classes, the chief is halfway to a master's degree in criminal justice. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many of these 199 law enforcement officials in Class 288 in the FBI National Academy.
And I knew at the moment, I said, Tom, enjoy this, because you don't get this all the time.
And not only did he enjoy his time on the East Side, he brought back a lot more than great memories, but ideas to bring back to his own department and the West Richland community.
So as a chief of West Richland, what do I bring back? What do I bring back? I bring back, think big, think bigger picture stuff. You know, obviously I'm not a vice president of the United States, but still, you see the way they were organized. They used people. One person didn't necessarily know it all.
Specifically, Chief Grego noted the idea of communication, networking, and cooperation. At the National Academy, he was around the best of the best from places all around the country and around the world, some in places with a lot higher crime rates than West Richland.
They're going call to call all day long. They're dealing with fighting people all day. They're dealing with a lot of bad stuff, and I'm glad that we don't have to have that here in our community. I really am. I counted my blessings when we were talking about it. I really did. It was like, I'm glad that we are who we are.
The chief pointed out a very special brick he'd gained from completing a 6-mile run on the Yellow Brick Road, a rite of passage for graduates.
This has been a heck of an experience. I never thought in a million years, I'm telling you, because this is the truth.
Chief Grego was nominated to attend the FBI National Academy by the FBI supervisory agent Peter Orth in Yakima, and he's only the second ever police chief from West Richland to graduate from the National Academy. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the CEO of coffee chain Starbucks is asking people to stop protesting at stores over Israel's war in Gaza.
Don't forget, we give free evaluations of insurance company settlement offers. This happens during the holidays. Also, we'll give you a free second opinion. Give us a call and we'll tell you what to bring in. Happy holidays.
This message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things Christmas. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Pasco Parks and Rec invites you to join in and get involved. They offer a variety of recreational classes and programs for all ages, preschool to adult. There's a class, event, or program to keep you moving. Sign up now for January through April classes. Register, reserve, or inquire today. Join all the special events Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Deck the halls, and while you're at it, deck your entire house during the New Year's sale at More Furniture this holiday weekend. We're celebrating all weekend long with incredible values on furniture and mattresses in time for the new year. Your home deserves a fresh start for 2024, and we've got everything you need during the New Year's sale at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. Don't be tempted to accept a quick holiday settlement. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Season's greetings from everyone at Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone, on this Friday morning. Well, Starbucks is asking people to stop targeting its stores for protests over the war between Israel and Hamas. In a letter to employees, Chief Executive Laxman Narasimhan addressed vandalism at a number of stores by protesters. He said it was a result of people being misled by false information that's being spread on social media. Starbucks had recently tried to distance itself from pro-Palestine positions taken by Starbucks Worker United, a union for Starbucks workers. Those stances have angered some pro-Israel supporters. He went on to say that Starbucks has worked with local authorities to ensure the safety of its partners and customers. Coming up, former President Trump still leads the Republican primary by a wide margin in nearly every poll, even as he faces criticism for remarks on the campaign trail and for indictments. That story is coming up on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
Do more together. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Happy holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
Merry Christmas!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon and continues all day on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus.
Feel sad or down most winter days, losing interest in just about everything? You could have seasonal affective disorder. More information and ways to combat SAD at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
Whitman Hill Winery, creating highly sought after wines from our estate-grown vineyard. Our wine club is the gift that gives all year long. With wine shipped to your door, complimentary tastings, invites to special events, and more. Whitman Hill Wine Club. Join the family and watch us grow.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
The Justice Department has filed new court documents arguing the Supreme Court should quickly take up the case over whether Trump is immune from federal criminal charges for allegedly trying to overturn the 2020 election. And Fulton County DA Fannie Willis is doubling down on her pursuit of justice against the former president, while also warning it will take time.
And we have fog to talk about this morning, rain in our areas, and snow in the mountains. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Friday. We've made it.
It is Friday.
The weekend is here.
The end of the week.
Yes.
We've got Christmas on Monday and other holidays being celebrated.
Yes. 2024 just around the corner.
It's on the way.
So a lot going on. We have a lot going on weather-wise. Let's take a look outside. Good morning, Riley. Good morning, everyone. We do have clear skies in the Tri-Cities. You can see it there in the Legend Skycam from Columbia Point, but we do have a dense fog advisory for Walla Walla, Pendleton. We have very bad visibility there, especially in Pendleton, 0%. Looks like in areas we are under a quarter of a mile, 10% in Walla Walla. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good conditions-wise, unless you're heading into the mountains. So for today, we could see the quickest of showers in Yakima in your middle of your morning, and then we could see some clearing as we expect some winds to blow out the fog that we've been dealing with for so long. Late morning, early afternoon showers, very possible for the Tri-Cities, mid-Columbia. Then late morning to maybe even into the middle of your afternoon, a little bit of shower activity, but hopefully we'll see some sunshine as we get to our afternoon. But better chance for sunshine will be tomorrow. So rain later on. We have snow to talk about in the mountains and more fog as well. I'll get you ready for your holiday weekend or just your weekend. And my first alert weather forecast is coming up in about 10 minutes.
Law enforcement is on alert due to a sharp increase in the number of threats this holiday season. During an exclusive interview with ABC News, a top official in the Justice Department explained the war in the Middle East and the current political environment are posing a major challenge to U.S. security officials. It comes as the Justice Department's special counsel, Jack Smith, urges the Supreme Court to move quickly in a case involving former President Trump. Here's ABC's Justin Finch with the details.
This morning, with 3 days before Christmas, law enforcement on alert, reporting the most challenging threat environment since 9/11. Many of the threats tied to the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas.
Since October 7th, the FBI has received more than 1,800 reports of threats or other types of tips or leads that are somehow related to or have a nexus to the current conflict in Israel and Gaza.
Officials also reporting an unprecedented surge in threats to public officials, including election officials and judges. Agents now investigating violent threats against the Colorado Supreme Court after its ruling disqualifying former President Trump from running for office, citing his alleged role in the January 6th insurrection. Trump is expected to appeal that ruling to the U.S. Supreme Court as soon as next week. Meanwhile, the Justice Department has filed new documents in one of the criminal cases against Trump, in which special counsel Jack Smith argues the Supreme Court should quickly take up the case over whether Trump is immune from charges in the January 6th election interference case.
They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you, and in the end, they're not after me, they're after you.
On the campaign trail, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, enjoying a bounce in recent polls, appears to be sharpening her attacks on Trump.
Everybody knows 4 more years of chaos, we won't survive it.
In Iowa yesterday, Haley took issue with Trump's character, saying we need a president who's a role model.
I don't like the discourse that we have. I don't like the chaos and the insanity we feel like we're in. I don't like the rhetoric he gives.
Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
As for that spike in threats to public officials, the Deputy Attorney General says in just 1 week they've looked into threats against FBI agents, a Supreme Court justice, and 3 presidential candidates. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis is urging patience when it comes to the Georgia election subversion case against former President Donald Trump and his allies. Trump and 18 co-defendants were facing numerous charges, including felony racketeering, for their attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Thursday, Willis acknowledged the case against Trump isn't moving quickly, but she says the judicial process takes time.
I know that in the media and even in the world, we like instant gratification. The judicial process is a long process, and so we'll be here with that case for a while.
When I get asked that I'm covering this story, many people say, the former president's already gone to jail. Will he see prison time? What do you think about that?
I think that everyone in society is the same, and I don't know why that's such a difficult concept for people. You can look at the charges, and based on those charges, we'll be recommending appropriate sentences. No one gets a special break because of their status.
Fulton County prosecutors are pushing for the trial to begin in early August. That means it could be in the middle of Trump's presidential election campaign if he wins the Republican nomination. 4 of the 19 co-defendants have since cut plea deals with prosecutors, while the remaining 15, including Trump, have pleaded not guilty. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
We've made it to Friday. It is the holiday weekend for many. We do have some snow to talk about. We have some fog. I'll get you ready in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, when we come back, we'll meet someone who's helping out jolly old Santa deliver all those Christmas letters.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
'Twas just before Christmas, and the sale even Scrooge can't afford to miss is coming!
From 6 p.m. until the wee hours tomorrow, it's Griggs' famous all-night sale.
And today and tomorrow, Griggs is taking a whopping 25% off all toys. Check tomorrow's paper for spectacular hourly specials, unbelievable discounts, gifts at clearance prices.
And all day and all night tonight, an extra 25% off all toys.
So don't go to sleep. Come to Griggs' famous all-night sale until the wee hours. Griggs, 801 West Columbia Street, Pasco.
Gather your loved ones,
because nobody does Christmas like Disney.
Wake up to special holiday performances for the whole family.
It's the ultimate holiday celebration.
Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, Christmas morning on ABC.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance from Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Sundown M Ranch promotes patient-centered integrated care that focuses on the mind, body, and spirit. At Sundown M Ranch, the patient is the reason we are here. We take pride in our reputation of assisting individuals and family members through a difficult process with compassion, respect, and confidentiality.
Sundown M Ranch saved my life.
Last month, I celebrated 31 years of sobriety.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
From Washington Broadband, where we construct high-speed internet, fiber, cable, and wireless all year round. From us to you,
Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad!
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Check out the Summit for only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
It's a winter wonderland.
Normally we have quite a lot more natural snow by now.
and this year mostly man-made.
This season we've had to make enough snow to cover the entire run.
Schweitzer Resort on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs and Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest. Your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com and follow the instructions. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs and Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. Have you ever wondered how Santa responds to all of the letters written to him before Christmas?
I have.
Exactly. Like his elves who help him with the presents, he also has helpers who help him get his letters delivered to the kids.
One of those helpers is Sherry French in Guilford, Maine. All right, she began her job as one of Santa's helpers back in 2007 at Hometown Holidays. Now they have mailboxes for dropping off letters to Santa in post offices all around the area.
And every year, Santa mails Sherry a special package with all the tools she needs to help him deliver the letters he writes. That includes her North Pole approved uniform, Rudolph red shoes, and a jingly festive sweater.
I like it. And there's one very special rule from Santa that all helpers must follow. No two kids can have the same letter, the same paper, or the same envelope or stamps.
All of a sudden, people are writing letters and the post offices are getting them and they have no place to put them. This is all to help Santa Claus write his letters. He can answer them very quickly. All I do is just help.
Very good. We all need some helpers out there, especially
Exactly.
Santa. And it's such a busy time. He's getting ready for the flight.
It's a lot of prep.
Yes.
A lot of prep, I'm sure.
When will he head to the Island of Misfits toys, though? That's the question. All right, coming up, I'm going to get you ready for your holiday weekend. That is next in Good Morning Northwest.
And when we come back, we say farewell to one of Apple Valley News Now's longest tenured on-air personalities.
Who's that?
He's sitting right next to me.
Uh-oh.
That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Looking for a car with more room for adventure? Make your presence known when you drive away in a new 2024 Kia Sportage LX with all-wheel drive from Overturf Kia. Now $29,999. Plus, get 4.75% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Deck the halls, and while you're at it, deck your entire house during the New Year's sale at More Furniture this holiday weekend. We're celebrating all weekend long with incredible values on furniture and mattresses in time for the new year. Your home deserves a fresh start for 2024, and we've got everything you need during the New Year's sale at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Welcome to Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Our state-of-the-art surgery center features Da Vinci and Mako robotics. We offer top-of-the-line imaging with the newest CT, MRI, and mammography scans. Whether you're here for a routine checkup, a complicated surgery, or to visit a loved one, we're here to help guide you through each and every door along your healthcare journey. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first. Always.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a tip for me.
Wait, a tip for shopping?
Oh, yeah.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean...
Whoa.
Yeah, shopping's my superpower.
Is your furnace worn out and a bit ugly? Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs and Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest. Your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on Contests at applevalleynewsnow.com and follow the instructions. Everyone who enters gets a free system inspection. One second prize winner gets a 2-year membership in the Jacob and Rhodes Maintenance Club. And the grand prize winner gets the new gas furnace, including expert installation by Jacobs and Rhodes. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs and Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
Schweitzer Resort on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We've made it to the weekend. Hope you have a long weekend planned, and we're starting to see a little bit of first light out there. So we are dealing with fog yet again. Dense fog advisory for the Blue Mountain region. That is good until 10 a.m. today, and probably lasting a little longer than that. But we do have some good news when it comes to the fog. Currently, though, 0% visibility in the Pendleton area, 10% in Walla Walla. Other than that, not too bad unless you're heading into the mountainous areas. So winds are slow this morning, but they are definitely going to be picking up 10 to 20 mile per hour winds in our afternoon. That should be able to get rid of this fog. We might even see some afternoon sunshine, but better chance of seeing that sunshine slated for your Saturday. So definitely good news there. So we have a winter weather advisory for the upper elevations of the Cascades, 4 to 8 inches above 2,500 feet. That includes our passes. So if you're heading over to the west side, do take caution and always take a look at current conditions if you would. So we have that very slow moving system, not seeing any snow just yet, a little bit of rain snow mix. Heading into the mountains, but that will be changing into snow. And here's what we're looking at for our areas. It looks like the shower activity might even just leapfrog Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley areas. If you do see any, it'll be in the middle of your morning. It should be pretty quick. Here's that snow in the mountains. But as we get to 10, we're going to be seeing showers start to form around the Mid-Columbia and the Blues. And then it's just going to sit on the Blues as we head into Friday or today afternoon. And then move on. And then we'll be looking at maybe a little bit of sunshine before we get to our evening hours. But tomorrow for your Saturday, look at this. Sunshine is expected. Hopefully that does happen. And then looking okay as we head into Sunday, which of course is Christmas Eve day. So we do have cooler temperatures this morning, though we're right at or above the freezing level. So staying warm in our morning hours. We're going to see much cooler morning though tomorrow as our temperatures start to dip for our weekend. So we're above our average today, right at our average for your Saturday, and then below our average for Christmas Eve day and Christmas Day, then back to average or above into our next work week. So it's our 2023 countdown. 3 days until Christmas, 10 days until New Year's Day, 24 until Martin Luther King holiday. All right, let's take a look at our highs today. We're a little warmer. We're in the mid to lower 40s across the board. So a couple degrees warmer, and that's due to the fog hopefully being broken. And then we'll be seeing a little bit of just kind of loosening up in our conditions. 7-day forecast for Yakima. Again, cooler Sunday and Monday across the board, warmer next week. Overnight lows below, though, the freezing mark as we head into the next week ahead. So chilly conditions, maybe some shower activity, very light, though, in our next work week. And again, we can all hope that maybe a little bit of rain snow mixed to snow early on Monday morning, but I just don't think so. But, you know, stranger things have happened, Riley. Again, late morning, early afternoon showers for the Tri-Cities today. And over in Walla Walla, early morning fog changing into rain into the early afternoon, and then sunshine tomorrow. And again, get ready for cooler conditions for your weekend and that snow in the mountains if you're heading out over to the Cascades. My goodness. After 18 years here at Apple Valley News Now, this is my last broadcast on the station, and it's very bittersweet. It feels to me, after 18 years, Riley, it is time to move on, but it is my decision. I had some heart surgery earlier on this year. It's time for me to focus a little bit on my health, so that's one of the reasons why I'm leaving. But I love it here at Apple Valley News Now. You're going to be in good hands with my good friend Riley Fitzgerald. And I wonder if people know, Riley, how many people it takes to put on Good Morning Northwest. Back when I started, so 16 years ago, I'm not going to do the math, all right, 2007, we had the cast of the 10 Commandments doing our show. Right now, we only have 5, and that includes Riley and me. So we have our producer, Cole, we have our director, Spencer, and pretty much the person who does everything around here, including master control, directing, what have you, Megan. They put on this show with us. We could not do it without them, without the people who back us. So just sometimes, in working mornings is not easy. You get up very early, and sometimes you're just kind of feel like you're not there sometimes. So I just wanted to point that out. And I wanted to point out to you, you've always made me feel very happy to be in this place. And it's always been nice to talk to you out in the streets. I'm not moving anywhere. Please say hi if you do see me out and about.
All right. And you've been here for 18 years.
Yes.
And the first 2 of those years, this is why you have a special appreciation for those behind the cameras, because you started behind the camera.
I started with movie reviews on Fridays. I did over 700 movie reviews on Fridays here. And yeah, I was behind the scenes for 2 years. And then 16 years ago this weekend, I got my first opportunity to fill in for weather. And then 6 months later, I was full-time on Good Morning Northwest. And I did it with Crystal Costa, who moved on to Good Morning South Carolina, and then she's now on a farm taking care of animals. So anyways, it's been my pleasure, my privilege. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to watch Good Morning Northwest. Again, Riley's sticking around, and you know I have nothing but the highest regard for you. So just thank you so much for a great 18 years.
Thank you. And we've had a lot of fun this morning reminiscing on all these past memories.
It's been the time of my life. You don't spend 18 years doing something if you don't enjoy it. I told people forever I had fun for a living, and I certainly did. So looking forward to other challenges ahead, but Apple Valley News Now will always have a very soft spot in my heart. All right, we'll be right back with your morning sprint and a final check of your forecast. But first, what's going on?
A look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
This is for after work.
In this morning's GMA First Look, get ready, holiday shoppers. In just a few days, Santa's coming to town.
A lot of consumers are still out there shopping. We are expecting to see more deals from those retailers that do have a physical footprint.
Believe it or not, there are still deals to be had, like on electronics. At Best Buy, you can pick up this HD Chromebook Plus laptop for $249. That's $250 off. And on top of the deals already out there, Super Saturday coming tomorrow.
It's kind of like the last gasp of the holiday shopping season.
According to the National Retail Federation, an estimated 142 million shoppers will be closing out their holiday shopping season this Saturday. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the expert advice on how to find the best last-minute deals out there. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
COPD hasn't been pretty. It's tough to breathe and tough to keep wondering if this is as good as it gets. But Trelegy has shown me that there's still beauty and breath to be had. Because with 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open and prevents future flare-ups. And with 1 dose a day, Trelegy improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Watts Daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Kennewick police detectives are searching for a suspect believed to have been responsible for the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Juan Belloso. Around 8:30 last night, KPD officers responded to reports of shots fired at the 200 block of South Vancouver Street. When officers arrived at the scene, Belloso was found in his driveway with apparent gunshot wounds. He was transported to Cadlick Regional Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. Police believe the suspect knew Belloso and it was not a random act. 166 passengers and 13 crew members took an unexpected turn on Wednesday night after a Delta flight from London to Seattle ended up in Yakima due to bad weather. Because the flight crew was getting close to the maximum hours they're allowed to work and the plane was running low on fuel, passengers were stuck on the plane until U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents could drive from Seattle and process them. The passengers would not be allowed to leave until being processed and then allowed into the terminal. And for those planning to fly out of the Yakima airport this weekend, they're expecting more travelers over the next 3 weeks, so make sure to get there early. Since it's a smaller airport, ticket agents pull double duty as gate agents and check-in closes 45 minutes before takeoff, whether it's done in person or on your phone. The airport's seen a recent uptick in travel after they brought back the second Alaska Airlines flight to Seattle last month. The West Richland Chief of Police Thomas Grego walked across the stage and graduated from the FBI National Academy this month. The National Academy is a program for current law enforcement officials to take part in and learn skills, raise law enforcement standards, knowledge, and increase cooperation. Chief Grego stated the public has already seen the effects of his training in the recovery of a West Richland teenager that went missing less than a month ago. The Kennewick and Richland police departments are warning people again of credit card skimmers being used on local gas pumps and ATMs. Skimmers can be difficult to identify, but there are a few things you can check. Look for signs the card reader has been tampered with, like if the card reader or number pad lift up easily or come apart when you pull on the top corners, then it's likely been tampered with. A do not remove sticker on the card reader is a sign of a secure card reader. A jury found 3 Tacoma, Washington police officers not guilty Thursday in the death of Manuel Ellis. Christopher Burbank and Matthew Collins were facing second-degree murder charges. Timothy Ranking was charged with first-degree manslaughter. The charges stem from a 2020 incident where officers detained 33-year-old Manny Ellis for allegedly trying to open the doors of occupied vehicles. The case drew comparisons to the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis that same year. Prosecutors in the case against Brian Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students, want his trial rescheduled for next summer. New court documents state prosecutors want the trial to occur when Moscow High School and area universities are out of session due to the courthouse's proximity. It says an increased amount of media and other vehicles have strained available parking in the area. The state didn't request a specific date for the trial, just for the summer of 2024. Washington State University and Oregon State University have reached an agreement with the 10 schools departing from the Pac-12. All 12 schools have released a joint statement that read, "We are pleased to have reached an agreement in principle that ends litigation." According to Washington State and Oregon State officials, the departing schools have agreed to forfeit a portion of distributions over the remainder of this season with protections against future liabilities.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We're seeing first light, and we have quite the week ahead, and we have quite the day ahead. We have dense fog throughout the Blue Mountain region. We have very limited viewpoints for Walla Walla and Pendleton. That's until 10 a.m. today. So we have 0% visibility Pendleton, 10% in Walla Walla. Other than that, looking pretty good. I'm not sure what Cle Elum is saying with 62, because as high as we get is 10, so we'll have to check our computer after a while. As we move into our morning, we have wind speeds very light, but we do expect winds to get to 10 to maybe even 20 mile per hour as we get to our afternoon. That should usher out this fog, and we should be looking at possible sunshine tonight or this evening or tomorrow. Winter weather advisory 10 a.m. today to 10 p.m. Tonight, and we'll be looking 4 to 8 inches of new snow in the Cascades above 2,500 feet. That includes the passes, so be careful if you're heading over to the west side. So on our radar, you can see the shower activity that is coming through the Puget Sound. It's on its way to the Cascades in our areas. We do expect to see mid-morning to early afternoon showers through many of our areas, though it may skip the Yakima Valley. Current temperatures right now, we are right at or above the freezing level. We're in the 30s. Our highs today are going to be in the mid to lower 40s, a little warmer than it has been due to hopefully that fog releasing its grip. And as I said, we do have a good chance of sunshine tomorrow, just cooler temperatures for Sunday and Monday for the holiday. Back to you, Riley.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next.